Hello Poke People, DapperDraBy here today, and we have some awesome theme decks from Guardians Rising. You may have seen my video on Shattershot Lunala. Maybe not though. But it will probably be at the end of the video if you haven't seen. So today we have the Hidden Moon theme deck and the Steel Sun theme deck. And we're going to go ahead and get them both open for you. And then actually we're going to go one step further and we're going to have a little match between Solgaleo and Lunala to see which one we like better. But we're going to go ahead and get the Solgaleo open first. If it wants to. Let me just bump the camera. I guess if I don't bump the camera once per video, there's something wrong, right? Wow, that was like really bad. Back over there. So let's see, what does this have in it? Has 2 Solgaleos, 2 Cosmoem, 2 Cosmog, 2 Metang, 2 Beldum, 1 Slowbro, 2 Slowpoke, 1 Delmise, which that's exciting. If you saw my Tapu Koko Elite Trainer box, you would have saw the holographic version of that. 1 Oricorio, 2 Beware with the Rake It In Stuffle, 2 of those, 1 Swellow, 2 Tailo, 1 Castform. That's a lot of Pokemon in a deck. You need more trainers. Altar of the Sun times 2, Big Malasada, Energy Retrieval, 3 Howls, 2 Nest Balls, 2 Kukuis, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Switches, 2 Timer Balls, 12 Metal Energies, and 8 Psychic Energies. There's the Beware and the Oricorio. So that is the Steel Sun, what that has in it. So let's look what we have in here for Lunala. We have 2 Lunala, same Cosmoem, 3 Cosmog, Gotharita times 2, Gothita times 2, Mimikyu times 1, Oricorio, there's one of those. There's a Salazzle, 2 Salandit, 1 Lampent, 2 Litwick, 2 Beware with the Rake It In, 3 Stuffle, 1 Altar of the Moon, 1 Energy Lotto, 1 Energy Retrieval, 3 Howl, 2 Nest Ball, 1 Potion, 2 Kukui, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Switches, 2 Timer Ball, 12 Psychic Energies, and 8 Fire Energies. Oh, they have little blurbs up here, don't they? Let's read the Lunala one first. Dark wings of mystery, hurtling across the sky on purple wings, Lunala leads a fiery crew of Pokemon. Keep your Pokemon evolving and bide your time until the reveal. Power of the Hidden Moon theme deck. So what that's saying is you hide behind your fire types until you get a Lunala with 3 to 4 energies on it and just start swinging for one-hit KOs. So, Bright Light of Victory, a Pokemon of fiery power, Solgaleo. This well-tempered deck puts both metal and psychic power in your hands and tests your opponent's metal, I guess. Stay sharp with the Sunsteel theme deck. So we'll go ahead and get this one opened up as well. Oh, I'm not opening the best. Sure. That apparently is the best way to open them. Green code. Jesus. English PDC box Luna. I guess they put the glue over that. So we'll put these 2 things aside. Might save some of the art on there, but other than that, we're probably going to get rid of it. Oh, they came back with the clips again. Last theme decks did not have these things again. So we have the thing, which we will open up and show you when we have the face-off against each other. Has rules on the back if you're new to the game. Has damage counters, but dice are usually better. 1 GX cardboard counter, which I'm going to start bringing everywhere so I don't have to lend people my good GX counters. We'll just set this aside here. What's this? What's new in the Pokemon trading card game? Sun and Moon Guardians Rising Expansion. Pokemon GX. New rules for Pokemon GX. It goes over some rules. Burn. Alolan Pokemon. You can't evolve Alolan Sandshrew from Sandshrew. You gotta evolve it from Alolan Sandshrew. Something. Oh, it just tells you that Charger Bug can evolve into GX or the regular one. Same thing with Marini. You can evolve into the regular Toxapex or the GX version. So, the Lunala coin. That's cool. I know, I said I'd open up Sunsteel first, and then I started opening up Hidden Moon, right? Move all that stuff we just looked at. And the Solgaleo coin. Alright, so this is quick and easy. Keeping the codes for myself. Sorry. But these aren't that expensive to buy. Most stores are going to be like $12.99 or something like that. So not too bad. Here is our holographic versions right here. We got the Lunala with that Shatter Shot, 40 damage times the amount of psychic energy attached to this. And the Wings of the Moon, move all that energy to the bench Pokemon in any way you like. And then we got the Solgaleo. Let me see if I can focus on these guys a little bit better. There we go. You can see that shatter pattern. Shatter Shot, right? Does Solgaleo have a shatter pattern? Yeah, he does, okay. And then Solgaleo's Shining Arrow, this attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And Fangs of the Sun, 170 damage. You can't use this attack next turn. They both evolve from Cosmoem. So you could technically put them in a deck together. Let me just put a sleeves on these guys. It's just going to be random sleeves for now. But when we get, we'll have specific sleeves for each of them when we face them off. When they face off against each other. So like I said, let's go through Sunsteel first, right? Give you guys like a brief overview. Sorry, the camera is not picking that up. Okay, Beware, Malasada, Cosmoem, Cosmog, Beldum, Schwellow, Switch, Altar of the Sun, Delmise, Steelworker, does 10 more damage. Matang, Stuffle, Slowbro, that Beldum though, Origorio, the non-hollow version of Solgaleo, and a Stuffle. So we'll get this all shuffled up, we'll get sleeves on it, and then we'll get into a game after this. Look at the Lunala one. So you can see you do get a deck box with them, but the deck box does not fit the cards when they have sleeves on them. Cosmoem, Fire Energy, Lotto, the Oricorio, the different one. Litwick. We got the Gatita, Cosmog, Roy, get in. Which I think Rake It In is going to be very useful. Beware. There's the non-hollow version of Lunala. And the Cosmog to end it off. So, like I said, we'll go ahead and get sleeves on these guys. And then we will check out Solgaleo versus Lunala. The non-GX versions, right? For Guardians Rising. So, we'll be right back with a setup, and we'll see you guys then. Hello, Poke people, DapperDraBy here, and today we're going to do the rest of this video. We have our Solgaleo versus Lunala here. We're going to have Lunala on the left side here, Solgaleo on the right. So, we're going to go ahead and get these guys shuffled up, and we'll go from there. So, what I'm going to do, since I do have to play both, I'll be sitting across from it. Shadows might be a little weird, because I do have a light behind me, but I also have one above me. So, we'll go ahead and get these shuffled up. We got them in there corresponding sleeves, as you can see. And let me just make sure that it is focused on the cards on the mat. There we go. Should be good. Just getting Solgaleo shuffled up here. With Lunala shuffled up afterwards. It looks like I'm crushing some plastic. So there's this. We'll go ahead and cut it. Sorry if you can't see this far over, but I think I had it pretty well framed here. Shuffle up over Nala. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot the damage counters. Do I have any nearby? Is the question. I have my Tapu Koko ones here, from Guardians Rising, so we'll use those. And I don't know if I have other ones. Thought I had other ones somewhere, but I'm not sure. Okay, so heads, Lunala go first, tails, Solgaleo go first. That is heads. So for this first game, I think we're going to try to play at least 2. Lunala will go first for this first game. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Let's see. We have a Cosmog, Timer Ball, Stuffle, Kukui, Salazzle, and Lampent. I think what we want to start for the active is Stuffle. We'll put Cosmog on the bench. On this side we have Slowpoke. Yikes. So we're going to have to start with Slowpoke. There's my other die. Be using a few of these 20 side dies for damage as well. Just because we can. Okay, so we shake our hand, flip over, and let's get our 6 prizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So like I said, Lunala goes first. Draw for turn. We have a Nest Ball. That's useful. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. We are going to search our deck for a basic. Which I think the basic we're going to want is probably going to be another Cosmog. Although, what does our hand have? We have a Lampent and a Salandit in our hand. So let's get our Salazzle. So let's get a Salandit and put that on the bench. Put that there. Opponent will cut. Put our Salandit down. And to be honest, with our hand, probably the best choice is going to be put a Psychic Energy on the Stuffle. And to end our turn, we really don't need to dig anymore. So, and it's our first turn, so we cannot attack or anything. So let's go to Solgaleo. We draw for turn. A lot of energies. We're going to go ahead and Nest Ball as well. I think the best search for him is going to be probably a Cosmog. Although Delmise doesn't sound half bad itself. Considering. So we did Nest Ball. What's the best Nest Ball target here? Is it Beware? Is it a Stuffle? Is it a Cosmog? To tell you the truth, I think it might be. We'll go with the main attacker at the deck. We're going to go with Cosmog as our Nest Ball target. Never a bad idea to have a Stuffle on the board for this, though. And then we are going to attach a Psychic Energy to Slowpoke. We're going to Kukui for 2 cards. 2 energy. Oh man, that is a bad hand. That is a bad hand. And we will Headbutt for 30, 10 for Headbutt, and 20 for Kukui. So we'll put 30 on that Stuffle. We'll draw for turn here. Which is pretty good. We'll put a second energy on the Stuffle. We're going to Timer Ball. So heads, we get 1 tails and 1 heads. So we get to search for 1 Pokemon that evolves from something. And since we're going to need it, we're going to go ahead and search for... Let's see, it's either going to be Cosmoem or it's going to be Beware. Because Beware gets more HP and... he gets more HP and he has the ability of Rake It In, which draws 3 cards. But we only have 2 cards on him. So, like, that's the question, because we can Headbutt for 10. Let's go ahead and grab Beware. I know we'd probably prefer to get that Cosmoem, but what I'm thinking is that for next turn, we can evolve that. So what I'm going to do is Salazzle, evolve Salandit into Salazzle. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may leave your opponent burned and poisoned. So we're going to do that. We're going to leave him burned and poisoned. Which I can't with that. I left my old ones in the other room, so I have to open up these new ones. So burned and poisoned. This is going to do 30 damage between turns. 10 for the poison, 20 for burn. And then, what else do I want to do? I think because his HP is 70... Actually, no, I do not want to play the Kukui. I'll play the Kukui next turn. So, we're going to go ahead and tackle for 10. So, we'll tackle for 10 damage, which ends my turn. Gets poisoned for 10, so that gets him up to 20. And is burned for 20, so that gets him up to 40 damage on him. And he rolls to see if he gets rid of burn. If it's heads, he gets rid of burn. If it's tails, which it was tails, he is still burned. So, Slowpoke is still burned. I'm going to draw for the turn. Another energy. Doesn't help us, so we're going to go ahead and put a Steel Energy on the Cosmog and hope we can draw better than this. We're going to go ahead and attack for, we're going to Headbutt for 10 damage, which knocks him up to 40. And then with the poison and the burn he'll take 20 damage, which is 60. The poison he'll take 10 damage, which is 70. His HP is 70. He is knocked out. And then Lunala takes 1 prize card. Solgaleo has to promote Cosmog, and then it is Lunala's turn. So, we'll draw a card for turn, we'll put it on the Stuffle, we'll go ahead and evolve into Beware, which, using his ability Rake It In, we're going to draw 3 cards. We get Alter the Moon, Howl, and Rescue Stretcher. We have not played a supporter yet this turn, and we almost don't have to. We'll play Kukui to draw 2 cards and do 20 more damage. We get a Gothita. We'll go ahead and play it down, but because the opponent has 1 monster, we can do Dangerous Blow, we have 3 energies on him. Dangerous Blow is if your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, this attack does 60 more damage. It does 60 plus 20, which is 140 to this poor little Cosmog. And that knocks that out. And because Solgaleo has no more Pokemon on the bench, it is game. Lunala won the first game. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle up and get a second game going. We'll have Solgaleo go first since it lost the first game. There's all the Pokemon. Yeah, both these decks have a lot of energy in them, so sometimes things like that make it a little difficult if you draw straight energy. I had the same problem in the pre-releases because they don't give you a lot of supporters, so you're kind of stuck doing a lot of energy, which can be a blessing and be a curse because you need to find the supporters and the item cards. So hopefully that's a good enough shuffle. Go ahead and shuffle up the Lunala deck, which he prized the right things. He prized a Lunala and fire energies, and 1 psychic energy, I believe, as well. Which, considering his main attacker is a psychic attacker, it's better he prized the fire energy. Granted, Beware can use either kind of energy. Okay, we got that shuffled up. Solgaleo's going to start it this time. We have Beldum, Matang, Howl, Professor Kukui, and a Solgaleo. We're going to start with that Beldum. 2, 2, and 2 for prizes. And then Lunala side, 3 and 4. We start with a Stuffle, a Litwick, and a Gothita. What do we want to start with? I'm going to start with Gothita. We'll put Stuffle and Litwick on the bench. Actually, let's switch these two. Let's put Litwick in the active and Gothita on the bench. Yeah, I got a switch card if I need it. Put 2, 2, and 2. Shake our hands, flip our cards over, so Beldum versus Litwick. Now, I didn't put Litwick in there just because of the weakness. I'm making sure I forget what I put there. I was just looking straight at what I had, and I was like, Gothita or Litwick. But after I read Litwick, I was like, oh, I can put them asleep, and that's why I put him in the active. So we draw for turn, we get a Solgaleo. Doesn't help us very much, but we'll put a Metal Energy on the Beldum. We're going to play Howl and draw 3 cards. We get a Timer Ball, a Psychic Energy. So we're still kind of stuck. We're going to go ahead and there's not much we can do, so we will pass for the turn. Since we cannot attack on our first turn. So we draw a Cosmoem. So literally the best thing to do here is Fire Energy and Flickering Flame for 20 because of weakness. Which also puts him asleep, which I believe asleep is... It tells me on the side here, actually. While asleep, a Pokemon cannot attack or retreat. Between turns, the player flips a coin. If heads, the Pokemon wakes up. I believe it's turn it to this side is asleep. We'll roll a die. It is tails, so he is still asleep. Draw for turn. We'll attach an energy. We will evolve into Matang, which wakes him up. And we will Professor Kukui for 2 cards and 20 damage. This is already on here. We get an Oricorio and a Psychic Energy. We need a Cosmog though. But let's go ahead and put the Oricorio down, which Vital Dance gives us 2 basic energies. So we're going to take 2 energies out of here so that we don't draw into them. I got a Psychic Energy, so I want Metal Energies. And shuffle up our deck so that we can hopefully draw a little better. Come on, Hal. Stop doing that. Alright, so we'll cut. We already attached a turn for this turn. We have a ton of energy in our hand and 2 Solgaleos. So we're still not doing the greatest. So with Kukui, we're going to attack. We're going to ram, since we only have 2 energies. We can't core beam quite yet. We're going to ram, which does 20 plus 20 for Kukui, and we're going to do 40 to this little Litwick. Alright, so Lunala's turn. We're going to draw for a turn. We get a Stuffle. We don't necessarily need to put that down, but we do have Gatharita that we can put down, and we'll put a Psychic Energy on it. The question is to Flickering Flame for another 20 or Slap for 20. And I think we're going to Flickering Flame for 20 again because of weakness. So we get the Metang up to 40 damage, and our turn ends there. So again, we will draw for turn. We get another Kukui. So we will play that Kukui to draw 2 more cards. A Beldum and an Energy. We'll play the Beldum down. Play an Energy on the Metang. And looks like we're stuck again. So we have 3 energies on Metang finally. We are going to ram for 20 because there's no reason to do any differently. And we'll knock out Litwick and take a prize card, which is a Slowpoke. So on this side, we got to decide who we're promoting. We're going to promote the Gatharita. And then draw for turn. We get a Litwick. So we'll play Litwick down. We'll keep the Stuffle and the Cosmolem in hand. We do not have any energies to play, which is rare to say in a theme deck, I must say. So we're going to, with Gatharita, we're going to slap for 20 damage, which puts him up to 60. And then we go back to Solgaleo. He draws for turn. We get a switch. I'm going to play that Slowpoke down. I'm going to put a Metal Energy on Metang. And we are going to use... Whoops. Let's go ahead and use Timer Ball. So we roll the dice twice. That's tails. That's tails, so we get nothing. Jeez, can't do anything with this hand. So by attaching this extra Metal Energy, we're going to use Core Beam, discard a Metal Energy from this Pokemon, so we're just going to discard that one. It does 80 damage, which knocks out Gatharita, and Solgaleo gets another prize card. Sorry, I can't really show off what these guys do well right now. It's really hard to get out the big guy in both of these decks. So we're back in Lunala's turn. We actually pull the Fire Energy. That's a surprise. With that, we can go ahead and Flickering Flame for 20 damage because of weakness. Gets him up to 80 and puts him asleep. So we gotta roll to see if he wakes up. He does wake up right away. So he wakes up. Has 80 damage on him. We're gonna draw for turn. We get a Psychic Energy. Looks like the best person to put up next might be Oricorio, surprisingly. So we're gonna put a Psychic Energy on the Oricorio. And we get Altar of the Sun. So we're going to play Altar of the Sun, which could have worked for us a couple turns ago. And there's nothing else we can play. We already played an energy. And Solgaleo and Cosmoem is a stage 1, Solgaleo is a stage 2. Cannot play them. Switch, we don't need to play Switch. I mean, we could to save our Metang, but we don't really need to. Since we have 3 energies on him, we can use Core Beam for 80, discarding 1 energy, and knocking out Litwick for another prize card, a Psychic Energy. So now Lunala's kind of in a tight spot. They have to promote Stuffle, it's the only one on there. Another Switch. So, play Stuffle down, and in turn. There's no reason to switch. No reason to use the switches. Draw for turn on Solgaleo's side of things. And since we still have this Metang, can't seem to knock him out, we're going to go ahead and play another Metal Energy on him. And we're going to Core Beam for 80, discarding a Metal Energy. Knocking out him and taking another prize card. For Lunala, we're going to draw for turn. Psychic Energy. Stuffle has to be up here. And then we can attach the Stuffle, since we have it, and tackle for 10, which is going to knock the Metang out for 1 prize card. They'll promote Oricorio. Move some of these damage counters away, sorry. So he has Oricorio now. He draws for turn. Puts a Psychic Energy on the Oricorio. I guess play down the cast form. And yes, I do mean that with a question. And then we'll casual slap for 30 damage onto the Stuffle here. Lunala better hope they can pull something now. They get Salandit. So with Salandit, we can play down a Psychic Energy. And tackle for 10. So, put 10 damage on the Oricorio. With 90 HP. Finally, we draw the Cosmog. So with Cosmog, we'll play him down immediately. Throw down a Metal Energy on him. And casual slap for 30. Putting him up to 60 damage. Draw for turn. We get a How. 1, 2, 3. We'll play him immediately. We're going to potion 30. Was it 30 damage from one of your Pokemon? So we'll get him back down to 30 damage. And we get an Oricorio. So I think we'll play that Oricorio. We're going to Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get a Psychic Energy. We're going to draw into Lunala, Mimikyu, Cosmoem, and then Cosmog. So we'll grab that Psychic Energy, shuffle these cards back into the deck. And then cut it there. There's Psychic Energy. So we're going to go ahead and put a Psychic Energy onto the Oricorio. Spread our energy around. Question is, do we want to save the Stuffle? How many energies? 1, 2. He has 2 Pokemon in his discard. So Supernatural Dance only does. It says does 1 damage counter for each. On your opponent's Pokemon for any way you like. For each Pokemon in your opponent's discard pile, you may put 1 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. So I could Revelation Dance for 30 though, so I think we're going to go ahead and play Switch. We're going to pull Stuffle out of the active. We're going to Revelation Dance for 30. It says if there's no Stadium card in play, this attack does nothing. Alter the Sun is in play, so it does 30 damage. But because of weakness, Psychic times 2, it'll do 60 damage to this Oricorio. And we'll draw for draw for turn here. It's a timer ball. I'm going to go ahead and play Cosmoem down, put another Metal Energy down on Cosmog, and we will casual slap for 30 because this Oricorio is weak to dark. So, casual slap for 30 on this Oricorio. Lunala draws for turn. It's a fire energy. We'll go ahead and put that down on Salandit. And we will Revelation Dance for a knockout on Oricorio. We draw a prize, and it's a psychic energy. Solgaleo will, of course, promote his Cosmoem. Draw for turn. We get Delmise. That's an instant play down. We'll play down Solgaleo, put an extra energy on him. And how much does he have? He has 60 damage left? Yeah, that's problematic. Because we can't... If we Fangs of the Sun, we knock it out. However, we knock it out, but it leaves us where we have nothing else to... But we don't want him to Revelation Dance us for 30 either. Or Supernatural Dance for 30. So we need 60 damage, and we only have 50 if we use Shining Arrow. Okay, so we're gonna timer ball, I guess. See what we get. We get a heads and a tails, so we can search for one Pokemon. Let's see, should it be Slowbro, I guess? One thing that evolves. So we do have a Metang. We might do that. I think we're going to do Metang. Evolve Beldum, he's been on there for a turn already. I'll cut the deck. This goes to the discard. Oh wait, Delmise does... Your metal Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. So the question is, does Steelworker work with Shining Arrow if I do it to the active Pokemon? Oh, I know the best choice. So what he's going to do is he's going to Shining Arrow, which does 50 damage to Stuffle. He's going to 50 damage to Stuffle and knock Stuffle out to take a prize card. And I'll tell you in a moment why that's good. Lunala draws for turn. The reason why that's a good play there instead of attacking the active is because it's an instant, it's a knockout, which takes one more prize card. He has one prize card left, which means he can Fangs of the Sun next turn and take that last prize card. Otherwise, he would have had to Fangs of the Sun and then not be able to use Fangs of the Sun next turn. They would have probably promoted to Salandit. No matter what, I guess he would have had it, but I wanted to do the Stuffle so they did not have a chance to draw the Beware and draw 3 more cards. But, I mean, either way, Salandit would have been able to do just as much damage. Maybe not. No, he would have only been able to do 20 because of Altar of the Sun. So I drew for turn. I got a Psychic Energy. We can put that on Salandit. But at this point, there's nothing I can do. Got a Psychic, a Switch, and a Cosmoem. He can he can either Revelation Dance for 30, or he can Supernatural Dance for 1, 2, 3, 30. So, 30 damage onto the Solgaleo. Solgaleo draws for turn, and doesn't matter. He can use Delmise's Steelworker, Fangs of the Sun for 180, which is 6, and another 6 damage counters. So it's 180 plus the 30. Knocks that out, takes the last prize card, which is Cosmog, which is why he was having trouble pulling out the Solgaleo. So Girl.